Hi, I'm Lyza from Teachers Tree Service, and I'm here to teach you how to take measurement of a tree at breast height, a very common forestry practice that we use here at Teachers. So we use this DBH tape, this diameter at breast height tape, that is specifically used in forestry to wrap around the tree and then give you the diameter. First, I'm going to show you how to measure the DBH of a more regular tree on this hornbeam. It's easier to do if you have one stem, and later we'll show you how to DBH it when you have multi-stems. So at first, I'm just gonna find a piece on the bark that this can hook onto and walk around. And then line the tape up. And it falls just past the 8.5 mark. And for our reasons, we will round up. So the DBH of this tree is 9 inches. And that can be used to calculate how much we inject this tree if we were to treat it, or how much we fertilize it if we were to fertilize it. And we'll show you how to do that on a multi-stem tree next. So now we have a 3-stem tree here. And when we treat this, we will treat it as one entity. So how we DBH this would be measuring each individual leader or stem and then adding them all up. So same deal with breast height, which is 4.5 feet. It's a little different on everybody. It's a little closer to chin height for me, but measure it. This one is 11. So now I'll repeat that process over here is 9. So that would be 20 thus far. And then I would DBH the last one and add that to the total. And then that would be how we treat this 3-stem beast of a tree. So we explained to you how to take the DBH with our fancy calibrated DBH tape, but there is an easier way to do it if you don't have one of these and you want to estimate how large your tree is. There are 2 ways you can do this. You can either grab yourself a regular construction measuring tape or a piece of twine or string. The first method, we're going to measure around the tree like normal, and that will give us the circumference of the tree. So this is 28 inches all the way around. And if we divide that by 3, it'll give us what the diameter is. The same concept with the string. Wrap it around, find the place where they meet, mark it with both fingers, and then you will measure this and divide it by 3, and that'll give you a rough estimate of what the diameter is. I explained 28 inches divided by 3 is roughly 9. And if I take this fancy measuring tape, it shows that the DBH of this tree, the diameter, is indeed 9. So that will be an easy way for you to roughly estimate how wide your tree is, how large the diameter is, without using one of these fancy tapes. So that's how we DBH trees. The same concept that we used for those 2 can be used for any tree. If the split in the stems is high up, then we will just DBH right below it at 4.5 feet. If it's lower, like this last one that we saw, we'll DBH each one. And it's a really helpful technique to make all of our injections very consistent. So if you have any more questions, drop them down below and we'll answer them.